What if I told you that you could build an entire business? I'm talking everything from market research to launching video ads in a single afternoon. It sounds pretty wild, right? But a brand new suite of AI tools from Google is making this a reality. So let's dive in and see how this whole workflow actually clicks together.
Just think about it for a second. Marketing copy, branding, logos, a fully working website, all of it generated for you, for free. You don't need to be a designer, you don't need to be a coder. This isn't just about making things faster, it's about tearing down the biggest walls that stop people from starting something new.
And look, this isn't just some passing fad. People are literally betting real money on Google's future in AI. On a prediction site called Polymarket, a whopping 78% of traders are betting that Google will be leading the entire AI race by 2025. And that confidence is exactly why we're seeing them build these incredibly powerful, interconnected systems, like the one we're going to walk through today.
We all know the old way, right? The traditional grind. It takes weeks of work, it's expensive, and it's a ton of manual effort. Well, this new AI approach completely flips that on its head. It takes weeks of work and squishes it into a single afternoon of automated and, best of all, free creation.
So, how is any of this even possible? Well, the secret is to stop thinking about these as just separate apps. Instead, think of them as your own personal, specialized AI team. This is your new dream team, and they're ready to build your business from the ground up.
All right, let's meet the team. First up, you've got your AI strategist, a tool called NobleLM that handles all the research. Then there's the AI builder, Firebase Studio, which actually builds your website. For branding, you've got Pumeli, your AI designer. And finally, Google Flow is your AI marketer, creating video ads. Each one has a very specific, very powerful job to do. Okay, first things first. Everything, and I mean everything, has to start with a good strategy. Before you build a single thing, you need to know if your idea is any good. And that's where our AI strategist, NobleLM, comes in. This is like the architect drawing the blueprints for your entire business.
And the process is ridiculously simple. You start a new notebook, the AI goes out and finds all the relevant market data, and then you just ask it a question. So for our example, a hot dog restaurant, you could ask it to analyze local food trends, what competitors are charging, stuff like that. And in just a few minutes, you get a solid strategy backed by real data that tells you if your idea actually has legs.
So just like that, we've gone from a random idea to a validated business plan. The strategy is solid. Now it's time to actually build the website.
And that brings us to step 2, the AI builder, Firebase Studio. This is the magic wand that turns our strategic blueprint into a real, live website, instantly, and with absolutely zero coding.
And again, the workflow is just so simple. You give the AI a prompt about the layout you want, you feed it those key insights from our research phase, and it generates a prototype. You like what you see? One click, and boom, your website is published and live on the internet.
But here's where it gets really powerful. The speed allows you to test things like crazy. Don't like that first version? Generate another one. Want to try a different headline? Create a new variation in minutes, not days. This means you can A/B test on the fly to find out what actually works with your audience.
Okay, so we have a live, working website. That's huge. But a website is just a skeleton, right? It's not enough to grab people's attention. Now we need to give it some personality, a powerful brand that people will actually remember.
And that's where step 3 comes in, branding. We're bringing in our AI designer, Pumeli, to create the whole shebang, from colors and logos all the way to generating complete ad campaigns.
Check out how this works. You literally just give Pumeli the URL of the website we just built. It scans the whole site to understand what your business is about. Then you tell it what kind of ad campaign you're looking for, and bam, it spits out multiple professional-looking concepts for you to choose from, complete with visuals and copy.
So now we've got this great brand identity and a bunch of professional ad materials. But let's be real. In today's world, static images often just get lost in the noise. The final step is to turn these into dynamic, scroll-stopping video ads.
And for that, we turn to the final member of our team, the AI marketer, Google Flow. This is the powerhouse that takes our static brand images and breathes life into them, turning them into slick video ads. You get that premium look and feel, but it only takes a few minutes to create.
You guessed it, the process is super straightforward. You start what's called a frames to video project, upload an image, and then just describe the video you want in a prompt. The AI then generates a full video ad, complete with cool motion and transitions. And just like before, you can instantly create a bunch of different versions to test and find out which ad actually performs the best.
All right, let's just pause for a second and look at the whole picture here. This isn't just a collection of cool separate tools. It's a complete, interconnected system that takes you all the way from a tiny idea to making a real-world impact.
Think about it. We started with research and validation using NobleLM. Then we built a website in minutes with Firebase Studio. We crafted an entire brand with Pomeli. And finally, we created killer video ads with Google Flow. Every single step flowed perfectly into the next.
And this really gets to the heart of it. The real game changer here isn't just that it's fast or automated, it's the integration. It's how all these tools talk to each other so seamlessly. When that happens, you stop just using AI and you start building with it. You're not just a user anymore, you're conducting an orchestra.
This whole workflow just proves how incredibly simple it's becoming to build, test, and launch a full business from scratch. It really levels the playing field for everyone. So the only real question left is, with tools this powerful and this easy to use, what are you going to build?